Okay. Lost love, cause I refuse to find it. How you real, you cross me when you know I'm solid. Wonder how you feel, like is it on your conscience? So deep, the pain ain't stopped. Pain ain't. Lamar Jackson got a pocket. Weird, cause you used to play like Kaepernick. We got the past that sad to say, but you know I mastered. Do no peace treaties, it's forever up. The beat your feathers up. Have a when shorty said don't leave out. You ever seen your homies? I'm talking pain. Some of my look like Ruby Rose. Like Bay used the rose. No, you ain't love me, but tell them how though. Cause I noticed the bad acting like still in tune with the streets. See, I can hear the got me staying on point. I feel like some
of the baseball kings.
Almost on a fanny, blitz me for a picture. I'm paranoid, so proceed with caution.
Oh, boss. Thought you were the baseball king.
My dog and we all lost. Ain't no more.
And I was 14 with a small loft. No more fair ones, now we all hopping. This shit got a kick, but it's not boxing. 100 on my body, that's a regular outing. Trying to net 100 million, I can't get it from browsing. I can't get it from scrolling, I used to get it from housing. On the 4th floor in there, and she trying to give me 1,000. Sneaking money. You know you lying, why you speaking funny? The fact, why you speaking to me? Put my phone on D&D for all the leeches. Touring foreign beaches and probably somewhere in Ibiza. Maybe on the road with Alvin, 4 O's like an Audi. You know my rebels rowdy.
Damn.
Don't move me like a Lambo on South Beach, that's regular. Homies doing. When you up, they start hating, that's how the rhetoric get. You fall back, they try to play you like you never been lit. I had to attain everything my haters never could get. Probably had a little motion, but you ain't never been this. Top dog in my city, running like the mayor. Old friends fell out with me, they did me a favor. I had to fight 100 demons just to get to this paper. Sneak this and I ain't tripping, we gon' get with you later.
From a dope spot, jealousy came from me and my pops, cause he had no pops. Watching me close, get sad when you both pop. Thought assuming you grab, but it don't stop. It don't come and just get your bag, no ops. Most of these out here just mad over women that they wish that they had. Never come around and get a taste of this living. You'll get addicted. I was broke too, but somehow I managed to fix it. Run around chatting about me and gon' make a always with different. I guess the don't trust you. You belong in the sewer. Somebody should bless you. Nice and comfortable until the medics gotta rest you. Blocks I had to cut through there. We get hazardous. That an all-time high, that ain't the half of it. Trying to add it up in my head, but ain't no math with it. Get next to try to grab a pic, now they on some rappers. It's nasty, I ain't asked for this. I was just authentic with it. 95 South and a sprinter with it. Try to get next to you, usually if they could benefit it. Passionate dog, I need my kids to feel it. That's why I'm up early. Kids that get you stuck early. A long way from all that. Used to lose and then I found out how they hate a winner. Come out and they pay for dinner. Word.
This for my city, this for my city, this for the town, this for the town, this for the win, this for the win, this for the crown, this for the crown, this for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them, I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city, I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, 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 this for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them, I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city, I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, this for my city, you know how we own it, they know how we coming. Visit my city, we thank you for coming. We party at night and go home in the morning. Shorty is watching, she know that I'm on her. Got me excited, she know that I want her. Tell me your price, she want me to spoil her. She don't like rappers, she only ballers. This for the city, this for the boroughs. They saying that I'm the Tupac of my borough. We had to get it, we had to hustle. Couldn't just sit and watch our family struggle. See me outside, they know that I'm thorough. Never been weak, it had to be muscle. I'm from a city that nobody trusts you. Get money, so even your haters will love you. This for my city, this for my city, this for the town, this for the town, this for the win. for the win, this for the crown, this for the crown. This for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them. I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you been in my city. I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, 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 this for my city. This for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them. I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you gun in my city. I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, this for my city, this for the that live in my city. This is for Ricky. Soon as you step in the city, you notice who rep in the city. Stay in my city, never do play with my city, cause that ain't okay in my city. Flying, babies is mothers is crying, pray for my city. Look how we move, standing on business. All of these shoes, you never gon' miss us. Riding in farms with that if I like her, I'm probably gon' this for the city, this for the ones that ain't make it. Screaming out, we made it, feel we the greatest. Show we nothing to play with and give them a reason to hate it. This for my city, this for my city, this for the town, this for the town. This for the win, this for the win, this for the crown, this for the crown. This for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them. I got them, I'm holding it down. Shorty, you pretty, you come to my city. I promise, I'll show you around. This for my city, this for my city, this for my city, this for my city. This for my city, this for my city, this for my city, this for my city. This for my homies and brothers, they know that I love them. I got them, I'm holding it.
You look at the Wizards. Well, they notched a big win in the series opener, trying to avoid a letdown here tonight. Greg, what do they need to do to maintain their momentum?
You know, Kev, first, I think they need to weather that early storm. They're going to face a desperate opponent. But once the game settles in, it's about playing smart and playing with energy. You're the favorite for a reason. Go out and show the world what you're made of.
If they could only hear that from you, that would guide them. That's a great piece of advice. Now the starting group for Orlando. Howard is out there with Smith. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Roy in at the shooting guard position. Here's Kuzi. Bird left side over Smith. Bird's shot is good.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot.
Now here's Roy. Just over a minute played here in the first. Here's O'Neal. The putback. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. Here's Kuzi. Pass to Bird. There's the triple. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Chatted with Brian Keith. Talked about the challenge of game planning for Tyrese Halliburton. Coach said you have to stay in front of him. The second he gets a step on this, that's when it's going to pick your poison with it. If guys stay in front of him, I think you should be fine. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. That one falls for Howard.
Hard to deny many of the skills that Dwight Howard brings to the floor on a nightly basis. Not just a force on defense, but has those nights on offense where he can be imposing as well.
Good on both. Here's Kuzi. Bird outside. Pass to Robinson. Orlando grabs the miss. They come into this game after losing on Saturday.
With the failure to make shots on a consistent basis, that's going to put you behind the 8 ball all night.
Well, the defense against them had a little something to do with it, but you still got to go out there. You got to find a way to get good looks. You got to keep working the system, and quite frankly, they just couldn't do that.
So it's the Wizards now. Brandon Roy getting his 3 to go. Kuzi passes to Bird. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession. Wizards making a switch here. Morant's checked in. And a switch here also for Orlando. Anthony's checked in. Halliburton outside. Back to Anthony. To the paint. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
That's the way to put your vertical to good use. Dwight Howard on the jam.
Robinson a screen on Roy. Inside. It's tipped. Here's Cousy. The Wizards with another miss. Orlando leading. Halliburton for three. And it's rebounded by Morant.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Cousy. He's covered by Roy. Here's Bird to the inside. And the basket is good.
I'll tell you, Cousy is pretty crafty down there on the block. Has that sense of how to score in traffic.
Pass to Roy. Right side O'Neal. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejection.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Wizards making a switch here. Levine's checked in. Steve Nash, he's checked in for Orlando. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Halliburton. Over Levine. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Morant kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Lets it go from the wing. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Abdul-Jabbar against Nash. Pass to Anthony. Back to Nash. Shot clock at 6. O'Neal passes to Halliburton. Here's Howard. Back balls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. And that's now 6 points for Dwight Howard. And Morant's got the ball here for Washington. Trailing by 2. Robinson sets a screen for Morant to the middle. Robinson, that's good.
And I like how Morant threaded the needle there. Just an excellent pass off that pick.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Orlando moving the ball. Nash with it. He's picked up by Morant. Nailed from three-point land.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now here's Bird. Puts up a deep three. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Magic. They lead by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from... And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Such a great way to silence hostile fans who want the up and down pace that gets them amped up. Instead, everyone's just standing around watching the free throw game.
Wizards trail by 3. They've got Kemp. Zach LaVine is out there with Gordon. Then it's Morant. And it's Cousy in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Down low, here's Levine, and Levine throws it down.
And the two-time dunk contest champ, Zach LaVine, can throw it down with the best of them.
To the inside, Hibbert. Rebounded by Kemp. Here's Cousy, defended by Nash.
First personal foul.
Washington shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Wizards, Bob Cousy, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
And Kuzi, just an all-around talent, superb passer who also rebounds well at his position. And guess what, folks? He can also score with the best of them.
Thompson, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And a switcher also for Orlando. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Tony Allen. Now, here's Nash. Not a lot of room. 6 to shoot. Pass to Anthony. Shoots the 3. Rebound, Washington. Thompson outside. Here's Kuzi. Morant right side. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Well, Orlando shooting about 33%. Not happy with the play on that end. Anthony looking it over. Smith with a screen on Thompson. To the middle. And Smith with the stuff.
Like how Melo was working the pick and roll there. When the defense thinks that he's going to jack the shot up, he just cuts them apart with the pass. Makes it easy.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Is checked in for Orlando.
Substitution on the court.
Thompson outside. Pass to Kuzi. Six on the shot clock. The Wizards with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside Anthony. O'Neal sets the screen for Anthony. And a miss there on the triple. Washington trailing. Thompson surveying the floor. Morant outside. Here he goes. Thompson in the posts. Anthony on him. Morant outside. Stolen by Roy. Pass to Nash. Anthony against Thompson. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Nash. Anthony's got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic.
Bully ball in action as Melo gets himself way deep into the paint where he knows he can score.
Kuzi passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Over O'Neal. Abdul-Jabbar with the bucket.
Nice form on that hook shot there.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Larry Bird's checked in for the Wizards. The Magic also changing it up. Allen comes in for Brandon Roy. Halliburton subbed in for Nash. .149 left in the first half. Anthony kicks to Smith. Anthony against Bird. Inside, here's Shaq. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got his 3rd assist on the night. Morant outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Thompson against Allen. Smith with a screen on Morant. Halliburton inside the three-point line. Again, the Magic score.
Halliburton too good offensively, and that's a nice-looking jumper.
On the wing, Gordon. Here's Bird. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over
Second team foul.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
First free throw is good.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite level passer.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Howard comes in for Anthony, and it's Roy in for Allen. Bird hits them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Outside Roy. 44 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Shaq. Good defense by Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Kuzma. He's covered by Halliburton. Here's Kuzma. Pocket 6. A wide open look for Bird. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And that's his strongest trait, the unselfishness from Kuzma. Fantastic at realizing when one of his guys has an opportunity for a clean look.
O'Neal misses. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Magic lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And as we welcome you to halftime, without question, Game 2 has been a battle for the Washington Wizards.
I like their approach on the boards. Get in there, establish position. Aggressively go after the ball, Ernie.
They come looking at how the Wizards... And that's all for us.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. Without question, Larry Bird displaying his skills today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. They've got Halliburton. Howard is out there with Smith. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Roy in at the 2. The Wizards have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
David Thompson. Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, nigga, I'm next, nigga.
That one misses. Orlando leading. Halliburton outside. Outside for Roy. Howard setting the pick for Roy. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Larry Bird.
A willingness to get physical. Roy takes the hit and still gets off the shot.
Taking 2 shots.
Super 2.
And that one falls for Roy.
And you have to appreciate the work ethic that Roy has. A true gym rat. And this guy just wants to get better.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Washington trailing. Bird right side. No good there with the step back J. O'Neal against Abdul-Jabbar. Top of the key. And Halliburton with the basket on the assist by O'Neal. Halliburton's got 7 points.
Running the pick and roll with just tremendous patience and poise. Halliburton reading the defense so well. He exploited that opening.
And here's Bird for 3. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Shamp dishing to Roy. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Smith. Outside Roy. Pass to Howard. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
Shooting from Orlando, Brandon Roy at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He's off on the second. Wizards trail by 5. Bird passes to Kuzi. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Orlando leading by 5. Halliburton finds O'Neal. Here's Smith. Bird covering. Smith inside. Bird's there. Smith no good. Bird the pass to Kuzi. And it's Abdul-Jabbar atop the key. Lobbed up there for Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
I think that's Dwight Howard's favorite play. He loves going up for the oop. Outstanding chemistry between him and his teammate there.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Kuzi. He's covered by Halliburton. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. And here's Bird for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Howard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Smith kicks to Halliburton. To Smith. Roy against Thompson. O'Neal sets the screen for Roy. Second chance shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And sometimes the league has no choice but to foul O'Neal. He's that dominant.
Orlando shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Over 7 feet, big, quick, great hands. Shaq is a one-of-one type of player.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for Washington. And a change for the Magic. Anthony's checked in. O'Neal hits them both. There's 1:54 left here in the third quarter. Morant against Roy. To end the run, and it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Bird. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Roy against Morant. A nice shot by Roy.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Wizards have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Morant passes to Bird. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Stolen by Bird. Up top, Morant. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Kemp's checked in for Robinson. Aaron Gordon comes in for Abdul-Jabbar. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Bird. The Magic also changing it up. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Howard. Allen comes in for O'Neal. And it's Nash in for Halliburton.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
Nash outside. Pass to Anthony. Over Gordon. And no good. Trying to use the glass. LaVine against Nash. Morant right side. Count that bucket. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Deep 2 from Anthony. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. And the Magic lead by 6. And so it's the Orlando Magic with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Back to the action in just a minute. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. We've got Johnson. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Gordon. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
LaVine against Nash. To the paint. Here's Gordon. Oh!
And that's a staple move from Aaron Gordon.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Nash. Pass to O'Neal. Looking to get it going. That misses off the backboard.
Not a way to get out of the funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
And they'll get another chance. And it's Gordon missing. Magic leading by 4. Allen with it. And Abdul-Jabbar picks him up defensively. And Smith with the stuff.
And Smith gets off the floor as quick as anybody, especially when he's got a lob on the way.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Washington making a change. Robinson's checked in, and a switcher also for Orlando. Howard's checked in for Tony Allen. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Brian Keefe talked to his team during the break. You know, he had some pros and cons. He said, I like our play inside. But what's happening at the arc, fellas? We got to start making some shots. He needs more production from the outside. Guys?
Thank you, David. Morant finds Levine. Back to Morant. Rebound by the Magic. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Howard, and that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Thompson passes to Levine. Robinson a screen on Smith. Smith against Levine. Abdul-Jabbar. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
And not much you can do defensively once Levine gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Smith for three. Robinson pulls it in.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Morant passes to Robinson. And they pick up two. Now just a two-point Orlando lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Outside Roy. Back to Haliburton. 4 on the clock. For the three. And that's collected by Bird. Wizards have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Kuzma. He's covered by Haliburton. Back to Bird to tie it up. And the rejection by Smith.
Always a talented defender. Smith staying active and isn't scared to go after the tough blocks.
Roy against Thompson. Thompson sends it back, and he recovers it. Bird, the pass to Kuzma. Great play by Bird to set it up. Bird's got 3 assists in the game.
And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback, and what a finish we have in store.
It's amazing to think of what they've done here, being behind so long. Now they have a legitimate chance to win this thing.
To Thompson. Here's Kuzma. Bird with it. To take the lead. Yes, it is. Or that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
Seems like nothing bothers Larry Bird. He looks relaxed, scoring, even in a high-stakes moment.
Here's Shaq. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Bird, right side. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempts, easily leaping up to throw that one away.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here to have flawless execution.
The Magic again can hit. When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again if they're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones. And now their defense is in overdrive.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're down by 5. And what's their best move at this point?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Halliburton. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Now he's coming to the NBA, making an impact, and he's making one right here in a big-time moment.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Halliburton for 3. It counts! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keith. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Washington with the ball. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
And so it's Washington who's straight by with the win. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
David, thank you as always. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join it.
Little baby, that's why I set all that singing. I'm back on dirty. Never leave the squad on God. I'm Michael Irving. 2:30 a.m. She tryna can't live this life. You don't deserve it. I've been working your tribe. A hoe got me a whole tribe. The world with no, but then find a song that I can down. Bad do what I say. Like my name was Simon, y'all. Netflix, her couch. Soon as I leave.